Hello, Assalamu alaikum guys. Today we will discuss about the anatomy and physiology of the heart. The heart is a muscular organ in most animals which pumps blood through the blood vessels of the circulatory system. The pumped blood carries oxygen and nutrients to the body while carrying metabolic waste such as carbon dioxide to the lungs. In human, the heart is approximately the size of a closed fist and is located between the lungs in the middle compartment of the chest. In human, the other and mammals and birds, the heart is divided into four chambers: upper left and right atria and lower left and right ventricle. Commonly, the right atrium and ventricle are referred together as the right heart and their left counterparts as the left heart. Fish, in contrast, have two chambers, an atrium and a ventricle, while reptiles have three chambers. In a healthy heart, blood flows one way through the heart due to heart valves, which prevents backflow. The heart is enclosed in a protective sac, the pericardium, which also contains a small amount of fluid. The wall of the heart is made up of three layers: epicardium, myocardium, and endocardium. The heart pumps blood with a rhythm determined by a group of pacemaking cells in a sinoatrial node. These generate a current that causes contraction of the heart, traveling through the atrioventricular node and along the conduction system of the heart. The heart receives blood flow in oxygen from the systematic circulation, which enters the right atrium from the superior and inferior vena cava and passes into the right ventricle. From here, it is pumped into the pulmonary circulation through the lungs, where it receives oxygen and gives off carbon dioxide. Oxygenated blood then returns to the left atrium, passes through the left ventricle, and is pumped out through the aorta to the systematic circulation, where the oxygen is used and metabolized to the carbon dioxide. The heart beats at a resting state close to 72 beats per minute. Exercise temporarily increases the heart rate but lowers resting heart rate in long term and is good for heart health. So we will discuss about the anatomy of the heart. The human heart is situated in the middle of the mediastinum at the level of thoracic vertebra. And now we will discuss about the function of the heart. As you know, the heart is a muscular organ which pumps blood. It has many important functions. The heart function as a pump in the circulatory system to provide a continuous flow of blood throughout the body. This circulation consists of the systematic circulation to and from the body and pulmonary circulation to and from the lungs. The circulation consists of the systematic circulation to and from the body and the pulmonary circulation to and from the lungs. Blood in the pulmonary circulation exchanges carbon dioxide from the oxygen in the lungs through the process of respiration. The systematic circulation then transports oxygen to the body and returns carbon dioxide and relatively deoxygenated blood to the heart for transfer to the lungs. The right heart collects deoxygenated blood from the two large veins, the superior and inferior vena cava. Blood collects in the right and left atrium continuously. The superior and inferior vena cava drains blood from the above diaphragm and empties into the upper back part of the right atrium. The inferior vena cava drains the blood from the lower diaphragm and empties into the back part of the right atrium. Below the opening for the superior vena cava, immediately above of the middle of the opening of the inferior vena cava is the opening of the thin-walled coronary sinus. Additionally, the coronary sinus returns deoxygenated blood from the myocardium to the right atrium. The blood collects in the right atrium. When the right atrium contracts, the blood is pumped through the tricuspid valve into the right ventricle. As the right ventricle contracts, the tricuspid valve crosses the blood is pumped into the pulmonary trunk. Through the pulmonary trunk, The valve trunk divides into the pulmonary arteries, the progressively smaller arteries throughout the lungs, until it reaches the capillaries. As this passes by the alveoli, carbon dioxide is exchanged for oxygen. This happens through the passive process for diffusion. In the left heart, the oxygenated blood is returned to the left atrium via the pulmonary veins. It is then pumped into the left ventricle through the mitral valve and into the aorta through the aortic valve. For systematic circulation, the aorta is a large artery that branches into many smaller arteries, arterioles, ultimately capillaries. In the capillaries, oxygen and nutrients from the blood are supplied to the body cells for metabolism and exchange for carbon dioxide and waste products. Capillary blood, now deoxygenated travels into the venules and veins, then ultimately collect in the superior inferior vena cava into the right heart. The cardiac cycle refers to the sequence of events in which the heart contracts and relaxes with every heartbeat. The period of time during which the ventricle contract, forcing blood out into the aorta and main pulmonary artery, is known as systole, while the period during which the ventricle relaxes and refill blood is known as diastole. The artery and ventricle work in concert. So in a systole, when the ventricles are contracting, the artery are relaxed and the collecting blood, while when the ventricles are relaxed in diastole, the artery contract to pump blood to the ventricles. This coordination ensures blood is pumped efficiently to the body. As the beginning of the cardiac cycle, the ventricles are relaxing. As they do so, they are filled by blood passing through the open mitral and tricuspid valve. After the ventricles have completed most of their filling, the arteria contract, forcing further blood into the ventricles and pumping the pump. Next, the ventricles start to contract. So this is called cardiac system. The normal rhythm heartbeat, called sinus rhythm, is established by the heart on pacemaker, the sinoatrial node, also known as sinus node or SA node. Here an electrical signal is created, travels through the heart, causing the heart muscle to contract. The sinoatrial node is found in the upper part of the right atrium near to the junction with the superior vena cava. The electrical signal generated by the sinoatrial node travels through the right atrium in the radial way that is not completely understood. It travels to the left ventricle via bundles such as the muscles of the left and right contract together. The signal then travels into the atrioventricular node. This is found at the bottom of the right atrium in the atrioventricular septum. The boundary between the right atrium and left ventricle, the septum, is separate of the cardiac skeleton. Tissues within the heart that the electrical signal cannot pass through, which forces the signal to pass through the atrioventricular node only. The signal then travels along the bundle of hairs to the left and right bundle branches through the ventricles of the heart. In the ventricle, the signal is carried by the specialized tissue called the Purkinje fibers, which then transmit the electrical charges to the heart muscle.